A perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Football with the run. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Makes the grab, it's Smalls. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Off play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Gets it out quickly. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From their own 17. To the air, it's Salter. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, for quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Plows through the defense. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
On the move. Look out, he's got room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Hard running there. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go with a direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The Buffaloes are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Salter. Quarterback now breaking the field. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Forced out of the pocket. Downfield. On target over the middle.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. This time it's complete. Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the That is exactly why they called the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open, dump it to him, let him do the rest, let him get the first down.
And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the heat. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick release on the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running to Green. There he goes. He's at the 40. 20. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking for a man. It's Salter. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. And 2nd down coming.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
to take a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Colorado.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Iamaleava. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Reads it, fires complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And the extra point is good.
UCLA 21, Colorado 7.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's y'all. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Right down the middle. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Salter. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the run from inside his 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw Atia Maleava. Under fire. It's complete to the right. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
Second down.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Marshall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
21, Colorado, 10.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here on third down for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Touchdown, Colorado! And here they come, almost all the way back. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Dropping back, it's Salter. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off a defender and runs through another and another broken tackle. There he goes to the right. The 20, the 10. Touchdown UCLA. He would not be denied.
This option makes you play responsibility football, and they don't do it. How about the receiver as the pitch man? QB, he doesn't even need it. He takes care of business, makes the defense wrong, takes it down the field for a long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Touchdown Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Salter. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Throwing right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Flying down the right side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Salter. Uncorks it. Got his man to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Gets the back moving. Now on the move. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 3.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Colorado, 26.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Bruins get enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll run play action. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air, it's Salter. A little screen to the running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
As Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get